Hey, what's up everyone, this is Miracle MS at your service presenting to you all my very first Q&A on this channel. The first question is from Ryoma Hino. How are you? I'm fine, thank you, and thanks for the high dragon shoot, it's one of my favorite super shoots. Muhammad asks, should I keep custom characters with higher stats but with outdated skills, or build custom characters with lower stats but with latest skills like green lights and high dragon? This is pretty much the question of anyone playing this game. Before I answer this, a quick reminder that Musashi Boost event will start on 24th of March, which is a few hours after the release of this video. Now to answer the question. Considering you should be able to make a few custom characters with both new skills and high stats in the Musashi event, that leaves your remaining custom characters on the team. Unless you want all of them to have Sunshine Boy, which is a pretty expensive skill by the way, in my opinion it's best to prioritize your old players with high stats. The reason I'm saying this is that almost all the new DLC skills are situational, especially Tank that depletes both your dribble speed and kick gauge fill rate for more force, so you need all the speed and technique you can get, on top of the high power and offense stats that are the main stats for shooting. If you have a specific build in mind for green lights or a high dragon, prioritize on making them first in the Musashi Boost event. Don't make weaker characters for them. Lucky Wolf asks, what do you think the best and worst aspects of Rise of New Champions is, and do you think there will be a sequel? The best aspect of Rise of New Champions to me is the rank up and appeal mission. The characters that have been mostly cast aside, whether it's in the anime or manga, have gotten a very detailed personality and history, and getting to know them is probably the best part of the game. The worst part of the game is sadly the online mode. Bad net coding combined with the unbalanced and literally broken skills ruin the online mode, and the reason for that is the inexperienced dev team. As for whether I think there will be a sequel or not, Bandai has heavily hinted on making a sequel to this game. I think it all depends on the number of online players for the next couple of months, with an non-Katsu route, online events and new DLC players. If there is enough support, Bandai will consider making a sequel. If not, then the chances of the sequel will be very low. Hussein said, how do you get triple S on every match? I'm tired of trying. Here's the thing about me. While I do think I got a hang of this game quicker than the average player base, that isn't the main reason. You're probably wondering why am I showing footage of my Crash 4 and CTR gameplay. The thing about me is that I can't fully enjoy the game until I have fully grasped the controls of it. Take Crash 4 for example. After finishing the story, I thought I could try the 100% completion. But I didn't do it like a normal person would, from the first level to the last. Oh no. I played a couple of the beginning matches, then went straight to the 3 polar levels, then spent 3 hours on Crash Landed, and went straight for Toxic Tunnels. For those of you who don't know, Toxic Tunnels is the hardest of all platform levels. It took me 3 hours just to get the Platinum Time Trial, and it took me an extra 4 hours to get the insanely perfect relic and the rest of the gems. The result of focusing on a single level, I can now breeze through the rest of the game and complete it. I even got a few dev relics on my first try, getting to the end of the levels as fast as possible. Then there's CTR, a game that has nothing to do with anime, soccer and platform games. I approached it the exact same way. Meaning, I ignored 42 tracks of the game, and after playing through the story mode casually, I focused on the time trials on 2 levels, Engine Labs and Cortex Castle. The time trial of CTR has 4 opponents. Entropy, which is pretty much a beginner's race, Oxide, which is the final boss of CTR in story mode, Velo, who is actually quite challenging and usually messes up somewhere in the second lap and does the rest of the level perfectly, and then the death times. So I figured I can beat Velo's time on those 2 levels, I would pretty much learn most of the tricks in the game. I spent countless hours on those 2 levels, and when I finally got them done, I can confidently say I learned 70% of the entire game. It's not like I was forcing myself to get better, on the contrary, I liked the challenge, and struggled to get better, no matter how many times I repeat the level. That's why I improved so much in Rise of New Champions, because I kept on repeating the level over and over again. Big Daddy was my 20th custom character, and I'm sure there are a lot of people who made way more custom characters than I did, but my first custom characters would take 4 to 5 days to be made, meaning every day I could only do 2 to 3 levels of the story mode and be satisfied with the results. Sorry if it got too long. Anyway, it's Carlos asks, what's your favorite super shoot? My favorite super shoot is Lifting Circus. It's such a nice animation and really shows a soccer player having fun. RS Senpai asks, who's your favorite character in the Captain Tsubasa universe, not just Rise of New Champions, both Japanese and non-Japanese? My favorite Japanese player is Musashi. He is this friendly kid who constantly travels with his dad and pretty much never complains despite the difficult life he has. And if you've paid attention in my videos, I call Hyuga Kojiro Kojiro. The only person in the franchise who calls him that is Misaki. As for non-Japanese, I have to go with Keizinho. He's a fun kid, born in a crowded family, and he brightens up a whole team with both his performance and his attitude. Keizinho is the third Brazilian keeper in the franchise. First one was Gonzalez in the original series, Japan vs South America. Second one was Salinas from the manga, and now Keizinho. I easily prefer him over the other two keepers. I mean, he's a talented, samba dancing, happy goalkeeper. How can you not like that? Just as Sith Holocron asks, will there be a Marco Byron analysis? The answer is no. He didn't seem to have anything special, so I did not buy Oviron. Therefore, I can't analyze him. Alfie asks, did you play the mobile game? Yes, I played Captain Tsubasa Dream Team for 3 years and stopped playing 2 days before Boundary Break came. The very first videos on this channel were about Captain Tsubasa Dream Team, and it's where I started the True Power Off series. I already made 2 videos recently on my thoughts about how the game is right now. You can find the lines up top. The next question is from Bernardo. Do you think that in the future we will get another episode like World Cup? I don't think so. The current dev team is unbelievably weak, and their lack of experience and knowledge is what destroyed the game. Creating an entire new arc and adding it with an update is not something they're capable of. And the last question, again from Just a Sith Holocron, what is the best middle school route? The best route to make the best player is definitely Otoma route, but it's way harder than any other route. The best route to do a casual run is Nankatsu route for obvious reasons. And that's it for today's video. In a few hours the Musashi Boost campaign will start, for real this time, and I'm going to make as many powerful players as humanly possible. So stay tuned and I'll see you all next time.